Three, two, one. Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you today with an article from December 13th from Red State, and it is called San Francisco Cleaned Up for Xi Visit. Now things are back to normal. So if you remember a few weeks ago, the Chinese Communist Party chairman came to San Francisco and they cleaned up the entire town. Like there were no homeless people anywhere. There was no crap anywhere. Everything was totally clean. And now, as the headline says, things are back to normal. I'd use bunny ears around normal because that certainly isn't what they're doing, but there you go. So, yeah, so this kind of crap just pisses me off. So, something I wanted to talk about. I haven't actually read this article yet, but the headline was enough to make me go, probably something I'm going to want to address in a video. So, article says if there's anything that indicates a politician or group of politicians isn't taking something seriously, it's when they apply a band-aid over a problem when it's noticeable and then let things go back the way they were. That's what happened in San Francisco when the city cleaned up their homeless encampments and open-air drug bazaars during the visit of Chinese dictator Xi. Now, according to one San Francisco business owner, it's once more business as usual in the city by the bay. This is less than a month after Chinese President Xi Jinping's visit for the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC, summit. San Francisco is reverting to a den of homelessness and drugs, according to locals. Says it's recognizable. San Francisco, same as before. Anyone they pushed out of important zones has just slowly crept back in. CrossFit Golden State gym owner Danielle Rabkin said on Varney and Company Tuesday. In November, President Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping met during the Asia Pacific Economic Corporation Summit in San Francisco for a much anticipated face to face, the first since the two leaders met in Indonesia in November 2022. I'm sure that was great for President Xi. Probably ran circles around Biden because that man's brain is made of applesauce. Says you can see contemporaneous Red State coverage of the cleanup and the meeting at these links. There they are. Says the business owner in question, Danielle Rabkin, spoke with Fox Business's Stuart Varney about the debacle, and that would be the interview. Says what's really egregious about all this is the California's governor's response to the whole thing. The impeccably coiffed Governor Newsom admitted the whole thing was a show. Yeah, I remember seeing that. And it was like, well, so you like the foreigners more than you like your own citizens, dickhead? As prior to the event, the city was cleaned up for the arrival of foreign leaders, including President Xi. Governor Gavin Newsom, Democrat of California, was criticized in social media after admitting that San Francisco, nationally infamous for homelessness, timed a massive cleanup effort ahead of an important U.S. China summit. I know folks are saying, oh, they're just cleaning up this place because all those fancy leaders are coming to town. That's true because it's true. Newsom said last month at the unveiling of a new program to plant trees in urban neighborhoods as part of his Clean California initiative launched in 2021. We'll see how that goes because he's not exactly good at what he does. But at least he admitted that, I guess, so give him credit for that, I guess. Oh well, at least these urban neighborhoods will get new trees, which will likely be used as firewood by the throngs of homeless people and drug dealers. Newsom, I get. He's only marginally functional as a governor, and I'm probably being too generous. Says if he were half as smart as he thinks he is, he'd be twice as smart as he really is. And the sad thing is that he really seems to think he's doing well. That was a confusing sentence, but okay. Yeah, he does seem to think he's doing well. Yeah. It's the business owners and residents of San Francisco I don't get. Miss Rabkin, talking about her city officials, had this to say. Radkin added that city leaders should stop giving the homeless the option to pitch their tents and live on the streets. It's not an option to pitch a tent and sleep on the street. It's not hygienic, it's not humane, and it's not right for the law abiding taxpayers. It's not right. It hasn't been right for years. It's intolerable. It's downright medieval. The ancient Greeks and Romans knew better than to allow this sort of thing. Why San Francisco and other cities allow it is mind boggling. But I would ask Danielle Rabkin this. Who did you vote for in the last municipal elections? Whose candidacies, if any, did you support? If you voted for a Democrat, why would you expect anything to change? Yeah, I mean that's the same thing with it, what it is with all of these folks that are complaining about these things. Like where I am, as I've said before, is in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, so I see a lot of Chicago news, of course, and just there's folks in the city now complaining about this sort of thing, and it's like, well, you've all voted for this. Like there's the illegal immigrants coming to Chicago and setting up camps and everything, and the citizens are open arms. It's like, guys, you like they took the people that you voted for said they were going to do this, and they do it. Now you're like, what? This is just we just can't have this. It's like, but you by voting for them, you told them it was okay. And now you're pissed, like maybe you shouldn't vote for Democrats anymore, as I've also been saying for a while. But anyway, let me know what you think about this. Like, how does this make you feel that like the city leaders or government can just go ahead and clean up all this stuff whenever they feel like it? But, especially if it's for a foreign leader, but, if it's for you and just for their own citizens, they're just not going to raise a finger to it. Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.